your attention. Good afternoon to each of you. Today, of course, we have our special guest, Mr. P. I want to give you a few rules. All right, few rules real quick. If you're sitting in these rows, other than that last row in the back, I need for you to please sit flat, so that way the person behind you can see. Okay? Other than that, turn on your listening ears, and here's Mr. P.
All right, guys, when I go like this, that just means to kind of quiet down, come back, because we got a lot to cover today. I was here a couple days ago for field day. Did you guys have fun for field day? I saw you guys going around throwing tires and shooting baskets and kicking soccer balls. It was pretty sweet. And I was here for lunch today. On my way in, I saw some cows, so that was kind of interesting. But today, guys, I'm here for one last time this school year to talk about trustworthiness, okay? What it means to be trustworthy, what it means to trust. I've already talked about being truthful, which means being honest and not lying. I've already talked about zero put-downs, where we don't tease, we don't bully, right? But today, I'm talking about trustworthiness. Now, does anybody know what it means to be trustworthy? Can I get a couple of responses? What does it mean to be trustworthy?
It means it means you can be trusted to be trusted.
Okay, trusted to be trusted. Great, yes.
You can trust someone.
Okay, you can trust somebody. You can really have confidence in them, right? Yes.
You can rely on someone.
Rely on someone. That's a good one. Yes, you can rely on somebody. Yeah, good one over here. One more. How about the guy with the beard? Okay. You guys grew your facial hair so fast over the last couple of days. It's crazy, guys. So you trust them to do something. So you expect them to do something, right? Okay, that's trustworthy, yeah.
Responsibility.
Responsibility, yes, that's a big word. A big word, we're going to talk about that today too, yeah.
They trust you.
They can trust you too. So it goes both ways, right guys? It goes both ways, yeah.
You know they don't lie.
You know that they don't lie, yes.
It means that you can have more than one person trust you by doing other things.
So even more than one person can trust you, yes.
They can depend on you.
Depend on you. Okay, guys, great. Great answers. What I boiled trustworthiness down to, guys, is about 4 things. Okay, there's about 4 things. One is to be honest, to not cheat, lie, or steal. Someone just mentioned that, right? One is to be reliable. Someone mentioned that too. Honest, reliable. And number 3 is to have courage, to stand up for what you know is right, even when it's not easy to do. Okay? And the 4th one, guys, is that you be a great friend to people. That when they trust you with something, and they expect you not to tell somebody else, that you respect them for that, okay? So let me get 4 people up here with me real quick. Right here. Come. I'll take you. Yep. Come on up here. We come back here real quick. Mr. Sachs, we're going to need you too. And right here. Yeah, come on. All right. Okay, so, what's your name? Valeria, okay. You can come with me. You 3 can stay here for now, okay? All right, come on over here. All right, guys. The first thing I talked about was, in terms of trustworthiness, is that we have to be honest. Okay, we don't lie, cheat, or steal. So Valeria and I, we go shopping. Come on up here. Come on up here. Let's go up here. Come on. All right? So everyone can see. Now look at it. Valeria and I, we go shopping, and we buy a comb. A comb, see? Okay? See, look at that. Isn't that nice? Yeah. Okay, see? It's a comb. Now, here's what happens, guys. We go buy this comb, and it only costs $1, okay? It costs $1. And so we give the person by the cash register, we give them $5. And they're only supposed to give us $4 back in change, but for some reason, they gave us $10 back. So, the first part of trustworthiness, do not lie, cheat, or steal. Someone that's trustworthy, would they give that money back, or would they keep it? They would give it back. That's right. So a trustworthy person would give that money back. So that's the first one, honest. You can hold this over here, okay, Valeria? Hold the comb over there. Just step down here. Okay, now, number 2, Mr. Sachs, come on down. Yeah, Mr. Sachs. All right. Yeah, come on up here, Mr. Sachs. Everybody give him a round of applause. Mr. Sachs. Mr. Sachs, the second part of trustworthiness is be honest and be reliable. Great. Okay, so be reliable. Guys, that means you keep your promises. That means that you follow through on your commitments and that you do what's expected of you. If you say you're going to do something, then you do it. Well, listen, Mr. Peace was having car problems a couple months ago. I was having car issues, okay? And so I had to have my car in the shop, right? And so I called up Mr. Sachs, because he's my good friend. You guys know that, right? Yeah. I called my good friend Mr. Sachs and said, Mr. Sachs! Your phone? I said, Mr. Sachs! How's it going, Mr. Sachs?
Good, Mr. Peace. How are you?
Doing great. I'm having car problems.
Oh, that's too bad.
I know. Well, here's the deal. I have soccer practice, and I need to get there on time. Can you come and pick me up and give me a ride, Mr. Sachs?
Definitely. I'll be there as soon as I can.
I appreciate it. So, Mr. Sachs, he not only came once to pick me up for my soccer practice, okay? And I was on time. He came twice. He came 3 times, 4 times. Mr. Sachs came 5 times, guys. 5 times to pick me up to go to soccer practice when I was having car problems. And he came on time, every time. He kept his promise. He was reliable. That's trustworthiness. It's honesty, and it's reliability. Mr. Sachs, have a step over here. Okay. Now, your name. Andrea, come over here with you. All right, so, guys, the third part of trustworthiness is that you have the courage to stand up for what's right when you know it's difficult to do. So, Andrea and I are walking home from school, and just out of the blue, come up here again. It actually fell over there. All right, out of the blue, we find this wallet. And so we open it up, and there's no money in it. Okay, no, pretend that there's a lot of money in it, guys. There's like $500 in here. $500 in this wallet. Now, we have this wallet. There's some Taylor Swift tickets that we want to buy, right? Okay, there's the PlayStation 3 that we want to get. There's a lot of things that we need, right? So we're thinking to ourselves, what should we do? Should we keep the money? Should we go buy something? Or should we give it back? Give it back. Now listen, guys, that takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of courage if one of your friends is trying to pressure you to keep it. Try if it's 5 or 10 friends trying to pressure you to keep it. You remember those examples earlier this year where we had the pencil and the big pencil? And we had 10 people trying to pressure this person to cheat on their exam, on their test. But that takes courage to stand up and do what's right. So what we would do here is we'd take the wallet, we'd find the owner, and we give it back. So we have honesty, we have reliability, and we have courage. You can stay here, okay? Thanks, Andrea. Now, my last guy, come on up here. All right. What was your name? Raja. So listen, Raj and I are talking. Okay, we're having a root beer float. Okay, we're having some ice cream. Tastes yummy. And he starts talking to me, and we're having a heart-to-heart, and he's telling me all these things. He's telling me, Mr. Peace, about his past, about his history. And he tells me something that's really personal to him, that happened a lot of years ago. And he asked me to not tell anybody else about it. He trusts me. He trusts me with his secret. And he says, don't tell anybody else about it. Now, if I'm trustworthy, do I tell somebody else what he just told me, or do I keep it to myself? Keep it to yourself. Now, guys, it's important to understand, okay, that if someone tells you something where they're maybe hurting themselves or going to hurt someone else, then we have to tell a teacher or an adult, okay, because that's being a good friend. But if it's something else that's just a secret that they want you and they trust you, then a trustworthy person is a great friend, and they don't betray somebody like that, and they keep that to themselves, okay? So we have honesty, raise the comb. We have be reliable, raise the soccer ball. We have courage, raise the wallet. And we have Raja being a great friend, and me being a great friend. Raise your hand. Give us a round of applause, guys. Good job, good job. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Fett. Now, I need some more assistance. Some more assistance. All right, right here. Right here. Right there. And right there. Yes, sir. Come on. Yes, sir. All right. That's all I can do. Come on, yes, sir. Who's first? All right, get up. All right, guys. How many do I got? How many do I got? Oh, perfect. Perfect number. It worked out perfectly. Now, guys, we're talking about today, what are we talking about today? Being trustworthy. Okay, good, good. Trustworthy. Trusting people, okay? Now, these people here are going to help me do something, okay? They're going to help me do something. Come on up on stage. Come on up. Take up a level. Spread out back here, and I want all you guys to take a box. Take a box. All right, take a box. There should be one for each of you guys, okay? You got it? All right, good. Good job. Now, this, guys, never been done before. You're the first people to ever see this. So that's pretty cool. This is going to be called the Tower of Trust. The Tower of Trust. Here's how it works. Here's how it works, okay? So listen, when I was growing up, my mom and my dad would constantly tell me to put my toys away and clean my room. Has anybody else ever had that happen to them? Has your mom or dad ever told you to clean your room? But they've always said please, right? Okay, now. All right. Guys, peace. So listen. They'd always ask me to clean my room. And they tell me to pick up my toys, my little stuffed animals. What's so funny? Is there something on my face? Is there, what? These are my stuffed animals. What's so funny? All right, so listen. So I put my toys away. I put them back in the bucket where they went, right? I'd always do that. So where's my number one box? Number one. It says number one on there. Number one, you're number one. All right. So you can stack it right here. So I did what my mom and dad told me. I earned their trust. I started to build their trust. Okay? And then they asked me to do it again. And I put them away again. And so number two. Number two. That's a 5. I wrote it. Sorry, they had bad handwriting. So I built their trust some more. And I did it again. Number 3. And again, number 4. And again I did it. Number 5. And look at, I started to build their trust, but building that trust sometimes takes a long time. It sometimes takes a long time to build that trust, right? Now, I kept going. They said, clean your room. I said, all right, I'll do it. I'm going to build their trust again. Number 6. And then I built it some more. Number 7. And then I even built it some more. I did it. I put my toys away again. Number 8. Listen, all you guys, 4 of you stand on this side. You go there, you come here. 4 of you guys stand here, okay? Now listen, guys. It took me a lot of time to build that trust up. Mr. Sachs picking me up week after week, keeping his promises, being reliable. He built my trust up. Every time my mom said to eat my vegetables, I built my trust up. I built her trust up, right? Because I did it. kept my promises. I did what I was told. It was expected of me. But listen, guys, this is the most important point of my talk today, okay? It takes a long time to build this trust up, right? Now, one time that I decide to not put my toys away, I hide them under the rug instead, or I hide them under my bed, and my mom finds out, I just broke her trust. I just destroyed her trust. One time that I don't eat my vegetables, and I give them to my dog instead, and said, oh yeah, I ate them, yummy, thanks mom for the Brussels sprouts. But she finds out, I just broke her trust again. And for as long as it took to build this trust, just one time that I destroy the trust and I take one of these out, the trust gets destroyed, guys. The trust gets destroyed. All right, you guys go have a seat. Give a round of applause, guys. Peace, guys, peace. Peace. Now listen, guys. What you can see happen here, right, is that it just took one time where I didn't keep my promise. And it broke all that trust, and now I got to start all over again. See? So when you're not honest, when you're not reliable, when you don't stand up for something, even though it's difficult, when you take the easy path, and you tell a lie, or you aren't truthful, we talked about before, right? Or you put somebody down, now all of a sudden, you broke their trust. You broke their trust. And now it's going to take a lot more positive statements, a lot more positive actions to get their trust back up in you. It's the same thing with the buckets, guys. We talked about it before. Bucket filling, right? When you break someone's trust, when you're mean to them, when you say a lie, you're dipping out of this bucket. You're dipping out of it. But when you build someone's trust, you say something nice to them and you lift them up. Or you keep your promise and you keep your word. Or you do these things that are nice, and it fills the bucket, right? Bucket fillers. And that's what you guys are here at Workman Elementary, are bucket fillers, not dippers, right? So, I need help of one more person, and then I gotta wrap up. That guy right there. Yes. And right there. Yeah, right there. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. What's your name again? Max. And your name? Danielle. All right. High five. Now, hold on, Danielle. Max. You come up here too? Okay, come on. Hold my towel. Max. Gloves on. Gloves. Anybody want to be a doctor when they get older? Here's how it works, guys. Here's how it works. All right, listen. All right, come over here. Come over here. Here's how it works. Put it up high. Higher. Right there. That's good. Okay, here's how this works. This is my toothbrush I brought from home. Okay. Some of you guys are thinking, Mr. Peace, that's a big toothbrush. Well, Mr. Peace has big chompers. Okay. All right. So now, this is my toothbrush. This is some toothpaste. All right. Max, please untap the toothpaste. My good sir. Max, please squirt out half of the toothpaste into the bucket. I want you, Max, to put this toothpaste back into the toothpaste container. And you have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, Max. This is important. This is important. Can you hold this? What did you just say? It was what? It was impossible. It was impossible to get that toothpaste back in to the toothpaste container. Teachers, if you want a toothpaste thing to talk to your students with, I actually don't joke. I just thought of that. But anyways, guys, toothpaste was impossible to get back in the toothpaste container. Hey, listen, it's not impossible. It's not impossible, but it would take a lot longer time. And we would need some tubes, we would need some other technology to get that toothpaste back in. Guys, it's the same as mean words. It's the same as breaking trust. It's the same as cheating or stealing and not having the courage to stand up for what's right. If you guys say a mean word, just like this toothpaste, and you squirt it out on other people or to other people, guess what? It's not impossible to heal that hurt, but it's going to take some time. And it's going to take not just 10 seconds. It's going to take more than that. It's going to take, I'm sorry, it's going to take you rebuilding that trust with that person. The same as that toothpaste, right? So that's something I want you guys to think about as we leave today, okay? That going forward, all this is a choice. The Workman way, whether you choose to live the Workman way in this school and beyond, that's your choice, guys. Every morning you wake up with a choice. Every morning. No matter how tough it gets and how bad it gets, you still have a choice in how you treat people. If you treat people with respect, and if you build trust, or you break it, okay? I'm going to leave. Give this guy a round of applause. Thank you for your time. Now listen, I need Mr. Sachs up here before I leave. Mr. Sachs. Two claps for Mr. Sachs. Let's try that again. 2 claps for Mr. Sachs. Okay, it's better. Now, Mr. Sachs. Yes. You get to wear the bandana. Mr. Peace gets to wear his fedora. That's right. Us fedora guys got to stick together, right? High five. All right, one more time. Good job. Now, guys, the way that this rap is going to work today, it's an acapella, which means I don't have a beat with it. But Mr. Sachs is going to provide the beat. Okay? And then here's how it's going to work, guys. So listen, Mr. Sachs, and Mr. Sachs, what the heck? Why don't you run with sunglasses too while you're at it? Okay? Oh, sorry. Mr. Sachs, here's what he's going to do, okay? He's going to go. Okay, and while he's doing that, I'm going to say, hey, Workman, can I trust? So anyway, I'm going to say, I'm going to say, Workman, I'm going to say, can I trust you? And you're going to say, yeah, you can trust me. And I'm going to say, oh yeah, how come? And you're going to say, because I'm trustworthy. So it's like this. Can I trust you? Yeah, you can trust me. Oh yeah, how come? Because I'm trustworthy. Okay? So let's try that again, okay? So let's try that one more time. Can I trust you? Yes, oh yeah, how come? Now, can I trust you? Yes, oh yeah, how come? Okay, ready? All right, so Mr. Sachs, ready? It's going to be... No.
I trust you? Oh yeah, how come? Can 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 I trust you? Oh yeah, how come? Hey, can I trust you? Oh yeah, how come? Can I trust you? Oh yeah, how come? Alright guys, good job today.
Guys, thanks so much for having me this year. I appreciate all you guys have done. I hope to visit back soon, okay guys? Thank you.